Remain calm, my friend, so wise. Talking facts through piercing eyes. Children lost in stories shared. In this world where no one's spared. Porch talks that make me laugh out loud. Hilarious moments make me proud. Life's a mix of joy and pain. Sunshine after pouring rain. Stay strong, we need your voice so clear. In the dark, you bring the light so near. Our hearts are heavy, but you make them soar. With every truth and every porch talk more. Facts laid bare, life laid plain. Painful truths you can't contain. Yet laughter finds its way to us in each hilarious, honest fuss. Missing faces, haunting cries. You bring hope with your eyes. The porch talks in the night, we find a lighter heart, a clearer mind. Stay strong, we need your voice so clear. In the dark, you bring the light so near. Our hearts are heavy, but you make them soar. With every truth and every porch talk more. Facts laid bare, life laid plain. Painful truths you can't contain. Yet laughter finds its way to us in each hilarious, honest fuss.
Hola, good morning, good morning. Hey, H, hey, crime, mobster, Steven in disguise. Hey, Pink Lotus, how are you? Okay, we're going to get right into this today. Little Dane Paulsen. Let me get this off of here. Let me get my little peace girl off of here. All right, Dane has been missing for too long. Now, what I'm afraid of, let me get this picture up that I have of Dane that's a little better. Okay, this is little Dane Paulsen. He is 2 years old. I will show you different pictures of, hello, Princess Felony, pictures of Dane and his family home property. I don't know if you guys have heard of Dane missing. I'm going to I'm going to say already what I think possibly could have, you shared me out. Are you pimping me? Are you pimping me, Stephen? I'm just playing with you, Stephen. I'll drop your link here in a minute, darling. I promise. I can't keep up with you. You keep changing your name. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with growing and changing your name. Okay, so little Dane is 2 years old. He disappeared from his Silet's home as of the 5th. Well, this was updated on the 6th. He had already been missing for 5 days. So, let me get, I want to get a picture of his home. It's very, his home is located around the, hang on, because I'm using Nancy Grace here. Okay, this is the home right here. And the property sits right off of the Silet's River. Okay. Now I do know hey Sandy, thank you. I do know as of today that they do believe that they found some sort of evidence that Dane was near the river, which is a horrifying, it is horrifying. We remember the other case, right, where the little boy is said to have, fell in the river near his home, and he has not been found yet. That is horrible thing for the parents, not to know where their baby is. Hey, Jenny, you've been under the weather, but you're better now, Stephen. Good for you, Stephen. I'm glad you're feeling better. For sure. I'm actually feeling better. This is probably weird, but when I have to take my medicine, my blood pressure gets a little low for some reason. So I kind of peter out really quick anymore. Okay, so let me pop back over here. Okay, so we know that Dane went missing on March 1st around 4:30 p.m. Now, the parents say he was playing in the yard, okay? And within a matter of minutes, hey, Cats Hodgepodgery. Within a matter of minutes, Dane was gone. I can see how that could happen. We've talked about that many times before, how within just a matter of seconds that a child can go missing. Let me get us back over here. Beautiful, beautiful little boy. And you wouldn't think, being 2 years old, that Dane could possibly move very quick. Toddlers, they're like Speedy Gonzalez. I mean, they can be, boom, gone from your eyesight within a matter of seconds. So, all right. So he was wearing a gray fuzzy hoodie with ears, black pants, blue and white shoes. Law enforcement later updated his description to include that Zane had brown hair and green eyes. They immediately searched the home. They immediately searched the property. Now, on day 2, and I want to make this clear. Law enforcement had identified a gold 1990 station wagon. it was named a vehicle of interest. Now, they did find the owner of that station wagon, and it is unrelated to Dane's disappearance. I wanted to make sure that we got that out there. So, as of right now, no, there is no vehicles of interest. That was the only one. They found the driver, and it was unrelated to Dane going missing. So there is no evidence to suggest that there is any criminal activity. No, nothing. Okay. So by day 3, they advanced their search, of course, using aerial drones, thermal imaging. Day 3, they had 382 acres had been searched, and 283 miles had been covered. That is a lot of coverage. A lot of coverage. They also said that Dane was very comfortable around strangers and water. But of course, he's 2 years old. He cannot swim. Okay. Now, when Dane went missing, the river was high and it was fast. Okay. It was a lot higher and faster than previously. So the time around Dane going missing, the river was high and strong. Okay. They believe that the evidence at this time is showing that Dane was at the river's edge before his disappearance. How sad is that? Now, I don't know if they've actually came out and told us what they found that made them believe that, but law enforcement individuals do believe that. So, of course, they are searching the river with drones, divers, watercraft, canines, sign cutter using a tracking technique to find and follow signs left behind by people or animals. They are still continuing to look through the thick, rough forest terrain. And by the end of day 4, they had covered 682 acres and 341 walking miles. Now, I am going to pull up, and I'm going to say trigger warning. And I hate to put it like this, but for Dane's size, I'm sure that they have already estimated if this little guy did happen to fall into the water, where possibly he will come up, if you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to say this without, sounding really callous about it, but they can estimate with the weight of a person and a lot of different other factors. If they have drowned, then, hey flies, then when the possibility that they may, of course, come to the top. And he's just a little guy. So they still say that the possibility that they still don't find any evidence of any criminal activity. Now, I don't have this on the banner, but if you have any relevant information, please contact the Lincoln County tip line at 541 2650669. Hang on. Don't know anybody in New Jersey. Siletz, Sandy. It's called Siletz. I believe it's on the banner there. Hey, Carrie. Right? So let me say that again. Contact the Lincoln County tip line at 541-265-0669. Now, one thing, and you guys know that I'm like this. There's many people who aren't. I'm not going to sit here and speculate, okay? And make things up and try to guess what happened to Dane. I don't think that's fair when people do that to children. Law enforcement wants everyone to put out relevant information, put out the facts, okay? The possibility that Dane got too close to the water it's there. I mean, he's just a little guy. His parents turned their head for just a second, and little Dane poof disappeared. So we know what he was wearing. But they're saying that so far the evidence available indicates Dane was at the river's edge before he disappeared. Law enforcement is and will be focusing the majority of the ongoing resources to the Siletz River. The Siletz River. So, I was going to show you guys some pictures. I've got pictures pulled up. Okay. How sad. How sad. Let me see what this is. I might be able to share this with you guys. Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is from the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office in Oregon. This is them looking for little Dane. And you guys may think that it would be easy for them to possibly spot little Dane because he's just a little guy. It would absolutely. There you see divers. Divers are looking for this little guy. Wow. He could be anywhere. It could have taken him downstream. And like they said, the day that Dane went missing, the current was very strong. The water was up higher. Thank you, Flies, for dropping those links. So I do know that the community did come together. Everyone is trying to do what they can to help in the situation. I commend these people who go out here and do this. They do this. And let me find, I want to show you guys I'm sorry, because I didn't know that was going to cut that off right there. I wanted to find, a picture of the home so you guys could see. I'm using pictures from Nancy Grace. Dane did have a sister. Or Dane, I should say Dane does have an older sister. Hold on, I'm going to find it. Well, I don't know. There were no family issues, no family problems. The parents just turned their back for a moment. Okay, hold on. All right, here is another picture of the home. So they were very close to the river. Very close to the river. These are just some different pictures that Nancy had up there. Like I said, law enforcement is saying that this is not, they do not believe that anything is criminal here at all. It is very heartbreaking. But accidents do happen, and you know, they probably didn't think anything about it. They lived there, it was their home, and probably didn't think anything about him being out there playing and them turning their back on him for, you know, a second. I can't imagine the grief that this parent probably feels. But hopefully they recover him. Hopefully they recover him. Because right now they would have to be in a recovery state after this whole time. So law enforcement is only asking that the time that Dane went missing, the exact location, and clear photos or videos are released to the public. They don't want Dane's case to turn into a circus. I do not blame them, because the importance is to find Zane or Dane. I'm sorry, you guys, I keep calling him Zane. Dane, and bring him home for sure. I don't think that there's anything else I can really say right now. I did have some pictures up, but I'll have to find them. There he is. For sure. Yeah, I had him a picture of him on my thumbnail, and when I went back to look, it was really gritty. So I had to take it off. So I had to take it off because it was so gritty. I was like, it just wasn't a good picture. But I'll get a good picture of him and get it on to my community page. For sure. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys some of these pictures. Here's 2-year-old Dane Paulsen, missing in Siletz, Oregon. He went missing on March 1st. This is a picture of what's going on, and so yes, a 2-year-old. You can't find him on the I wonder. I'll pull. Hang on, I'll pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. Let me try here. No, I don't. That's from X. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Huh. Hold on. This one's on Facebook. That is not him. Wow, that's not him. That's weird, right? Huh. That is weird. I'll find him. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, Flies. I think, to be honest, and this is just my opinion, and I hate to say this, but I think they're looking at this as a recovery. I honestly believe that they're looking at this as a recovery. I don't think that that they believe that any foul play was involved. No criminal activity was involved. I think that yeah, he's on their Facebook, but not the site. So it's sad to say, but that's what I truly believe, that they're looking at this as a recovery. You know, they did talk about the station wagon, but they found the owner of the station wagon. It had nothing to do with Dane going missing. They believe that they found some sort of evidence that he was there near the river. And I also believe that's why they are concentrating on the Silence River right now. It's so sad, and I hate to say that, but I believe that's what is totally happening, that they are in recovery mode. So, yes, they had dogs. Yeah, they had everything. They've had everything over the last 7 days. So, it's not like that they have not put forth the effort to use everything available to them to search for this little boy. They have. They absolutely have. So I am sending prayers to his family. What a sad, sad thing. Thank you, Flies. Let me get that off there. There's so much craziness going on in the world right now. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow, that's pretty bad when I go to look for myself on freaking I can't even find my freaking, where the hell am I? I was going to pull up my own chat. I can't even find myself. Wowsy wow. Thanks a lot, YouTube. You just knocked me right out of there, didn't you? All right, let me, that's fucking crazy. That is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, YouTube don't like me no more, that's why. Yubatoba don't like me no more. Okay, there. There. Now I can pull myself up and my chat up. For sure. H. Davis, why do you do that? Why do you leave comments? Okay, never mind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I truly don't want to know. Yes, so this was 12 hours ago. The Crook County Sheriff's Office sent resources to help in the search of a 2-year-old from Siletz who'd been missing since Saturday. 3 search dogs, 14 members from Cook County Sheriff's Office helped in the search for Dane. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office said Wednesday search efforts were being narrowed and concentrated along the Siletz River. Just in the multi-day search, they covered 14 miles of river and 700 acres of land. Dive teams have searched a 2-mile underwater radius. Okay. Alrighty then. So yes, how sad is that? How sad is that? Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of some of these. I got a crap load of tabs. Crop load of tabs. Let me pull another picture up. But we know how 2-year-olds are, right? We know how 2-year-olds are, especially little boys. They want to get into everything, and, you know, it's sad. It is sad, but that's what I truly believe, that right now they are on a act of recovery. So, I mean, we could get into the nitty-gritty on how long it might take for him to, you know, come to the top of the water or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. For real. That was so weird that I couldn't even find myself on. I used to be in the algorithm where I could pull myself up, and hell, I can't even pull myself up anymore. Yeah, very mischievous. It's just, it's very sad that happened. But, you know, accidents do happen. And, but you know how some creators on YouTube are, they automatically, the family did something, they look into mom and dad's background from when they were 2 years old themselves, to find something that, you know, that they've done wrong in their life, to make it that, you know, they did something to their children. And the thing about it is, that is not the case all the time. That is not the case all the time. I do understand that a lot of us have something within us that we always go straight to the most horrific things that can happen or could have happened, or, you know, the worst case scenario is what a lot of us go to. And it's just, you know, a type of human behavior that some of us have. Um, and I can see where some of these cases concerning children that that would be something that, of course, we would all go to, but it doesn't happen with all of them. It doesn't happen with all of them. You know, I go back to a case that I covered where a family from here in Indiana went to Florida on vacation, and their daughter, young daughter, passed away because of a sinkhole in the sand. Uh, Her and her brother were playing in the sand, and a sinkhole opened up, and the youngest daughter did not make it. And I had someone come into my chat. I remember who it was. They don't come back anymore after that, but and talked about that it was the parents' fault. And it wasn't the parents' fault. It was an act of nature. An act of nature. And of course, y'all know me. I freaking said something to him about it because I'm like, you're not going to do that. You're not going to come in here and automatically um, accuse these parents of being neglectful over their children because they were sitting by the kids playing in the sand and a sinkhole opened up. And I thought, what a world that we lived in. Yeah, I remember who it was too. They don't go by that name anymore though. They changed their name, but yeah. And I don't know. That really bothered me. It really bothered me. And also, you have a lot of people too who will come in and not listen to the story and automatically, put their opinion. There's nothing wrong with giving your opinion on anything, a case or anything. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you haven't even listened to what the case is about, why you want to come in here and act like, you know, it's weird to me. I know, but I hope he knows I know. Are we talking about the same person? Uh, it used to be Spirit something. He used to have Spirit in his name or something. I don't know. But yeah, he never came back over here after that because I was like, what the fuck? Why would you even, you know, the main thing I think that's important is listen to the story before. Yeah, Bob. You're right, Flies. That's who it was. It was Bob, the psychic Bob guy. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you automatically blame these? This is the thing. Do you guys not think that Dane's parents don't blame themselves already? Do you not think that the parents of the little girl that happened to don't blame themselves already? And it doesn't matter, I can tell you this right now. It doesn't matter how many, hey loves, how many people tell Dane's mom and dad, you're not to blame. You're not to blame. It was an accident. You turned your head for a minute. He was out in his own yard, playing in his own yard. You're not to blame. And you guys really think that they're saying, yeah, you're right. You're right. We're not to blame. He should have a rose coming when he said that. Guess his psychic powers wasn't working that day. Yeah, because if his psychic powers would have been working that day, then they would have said, don't go to Remain Calms today and flap your fucking jaws about something you knew nothing about. For real. So, yeah, the spirits were not being honest with Bob that day. But yeah, he's never came back over here. I don't care, though. I don't care if he's come back over here or not. I don't even know how to roast him. I would have to go back and find wherever he's at. For real. But that upset me. That upset me. But that's the way that a lot of these creators on YouTube get their audience and stuff. Yeah, the world needs a villain. The world needs a villain. And if there isn't a villain, they'll find a villain. Somebody's got to be the villain, right? Somebody's got to be the villain. So, but, you know, we've talked before about how quickly kids take off and, but I go back to the little boy and I'm sorry, you guys, I can't remember what the little boy's name is that the dad has a YouTube channel where he goes looking for the little boy along the river and stuff where his son disappeared from. Do you guys remember what that little boy's name was? Because he was just a little boy too. And they found the boots. They found the boots downriver, and years later, Mom was like, "Oh yeah, those wasn't the boots." That whole thing was weird. That was all weird, right? Yeah, they turn victims to villains at the drop of a dime. They absolutely do. Such a sad, sad thing. A sad, sad thing. And then yeah, Dylan something, yeah. Yeah, it was Dylan something. I know we talked about it. For sure. Now, I've got some other cases that I want to talk about, but I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it while I'm talking about, Dane. So, I got about 15 minutes left, and then I will schedule another live for here in a little bit, because I have some other cases I want to talk about, but they're horrific cases, and I don't want to talk about them at the same time while I'm talking about a 2-year-old missing child. So, let me see. I guess I could talk about this one real quick. You guys know me. I got so much. I always got so much. So we're gonna pray for Dylan. Dylan. We're gonna pray for Dylan too, but we're gonna pray for Dane and Dane's family, and hope that he is recovered, that he is found, and this one's a tough one. So I'm going to talk about this one really quick. So this just happened on March 6th. There was a toddler that passed away after allegedly going 43 hours without food. Mom was charged and blamed the neglect on having a migraine. So Alyssa N. Waymeyer, 21, of Cape Girardeau in Missouri, has been charged with 1 count of abuse or neglect of a child, resulting in the child passing away. This is horrible. So 21-year-old mom's got a migraine, right? Thank you, Flies. Dylan Ayler. Yes, Eller. I guess it kind of depends on. Yes, he is a beautiful boy. So, a mother in Missouri's been arrested after her 1-year-old child passed away after not being fed for almost 2 days. Okay, 2 days? I wonder if it wasn't longer. On Tuesday, March 4th, Alyssa Waymeyer, 21, of Cape Girardeau, was formally charged with 1 count of abuse or neglect of a child, resulting in the passing of the 1-year-old. The arrest came after the PD requested Missouri State Highway Patrol Division of Drug and Crime to investigate a suspicious death of a toddler. During the investigation, it was determined the child suffered from severe malnourishment and neglect. Per a warrant for arrest document, the suspect accused of not feeding the 1-year-old for approximately 43 hours. I'm sorry, but I would think that that would have been longer. I would think that that would have been longer, right? Well, yeah, you would think that the baby would have cried. At the conclusion of an autopsy, it was determined the possible cause of the passing was dehydration. It stated, adding very little evidence of food had been in the child's stomach. So 21-year-old mom said that the child had last eaten on February 26th around 5 to 6 p.m. She said she put the baby to bed the following night around 6:30 after changing the diaper. By then, it had been approximately 24 hours since the baby had eaten. On February 28th, around 2 o'clock in the morning, the baby woke up crying. She said she held the baby for around 30 to 40 minutes before lying them back down in bed. At around 1 p.m. that day, she said she noticed the baby wasn't breathing. It had been 19 hours since the child's diaper had been changed. The child had been left unattended in their crib for almost 19 hours. They're saying that there was severe blisters on the baby from a diaper rash. This baby had to have been left longer. She blamed the lack of diaper changing on the fact that she had a migraine. Said she'd taken 3 Excedrin and had a nap, but never called for a doctor or anything. Okay. Now, she had a court appearance yesterday. Yeah, today's Friday, right? She had a court appearance yesterday. So I'll do an update on that. For sure. But I'm sorry. I'm not buying what that woman's selling either. There's just no way. There's just no way. Now, could the baby have, been so weak that she didn't hear the baby crying? Right? So, yes, I am going to be, I'll do an update on that too, you guys. I sure will. Sure will. I'm going to try not to bombard you guys with 1,000 different cases at once. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 different cases besides Dane's case, and now this little 1-year-old. But the other cases have to do with grown adult men doing harmful things to children. So, like I said, I don't want to kind of put that together. So, yeah, I don't think she's telling the truth either, for real. Not at all. Not at all. So I've got to get myself back into the YouTube stuff here. I guess I just wasn't. I was gone long enough where I got to get myself back in the algorithm. Back in the algorithm. Let me. But that's who law enforcement is looking for right now in Oregon. Dane Paulsen, 2 years old. He was wearing a gray fuzzy hoodie with ears, blue and white shoes, black pants. He has brown hair and green eyes. They are looking around the Salads River right now. They seem to be concentrating a lot of that. Why do I am taking care of myself. Hey, Birdie. What do you mean I have to take better? I am taking care of myself. Now, Sandy, I've been trying not to do really long lives. So if I have to do a couple a day, then I'm going to do that. Okay? Oh, just rest. Yeah, I have been. It's just weird to me. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. Well, I've always said I'm weird anyway, but I know what happened to me, but I don't know. Maybe I try to move on from stuff real quick, I guess. I don't know. I try not to think about it. I do know, what's going on with my health and stuff. So I absolutely have been doing pretty good. I mean, gosh, you guys, wow, today's Friday. I have not even wanted a cigarette. Not saying I ain't thought about it, but the thought goes away really quickly. Haven't wanted nothing like that. So Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I have to get up and, yeah, I know. That's creepy too. I mean, I can go out in the backyard and walk around and stuff like that. No, I haven't even wanted a cigarette at all, honestly. Not even. Have I thought about it? Every once in a while I do. But I've had no desire to have a cigarette at all. None at all. So, yeah, he's 2 years old, Carrie. 2 years old. Oh, Birdie. Yeah. Um, oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm proud of myself because it's like, wow, for somebody who I started smoking when I was like 12 years old. 12 years old. I had older siblings and, that they smoked and their friends smoked and they were like, if you want to hang out with us, you got to smoke. And so, yeah. Oh, Twizzlers. I never even thought about Twizzlers. Honestly, you guys, this is the truth. Um, I had a craving last night for M&Ms. And but other than that, I haven't even wanted any I don't know. I haven't craved anything, any sugar or anything like that. So I've just never found I don't know. I just never even thought about it. Oh, thanks, Karen. Now you want an M&M? I think I do got some suckers around here somewhere. I mean, for sure. I haven't even ate any of my candy, you guys. Can you believe that? I have not ate any of my freaking candy. So I think I don't know. I want to talk to the heart doctor first. So for sure. All right, I'm at an hour. Thank you guys. I appreciate you coming in. Let's send prayers. You stop drinking. Well, were you drinking when you were 3, H. Davis? Because you're not that old. You're not that old, H. How old are you, H? I'm confused. Were you drinking when you was a baby? H, was you putting liquor in your bottle? I want to know. You'll be 39? Oh, okay. All right, good for you, H. Good for you, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna schedule another live for later on today. So you guys come back over, hang out, join me. Yeah, H, he's got the fountain of youth. Oh my goodness. We love you, H. So absolutely, this next live, you guys be prepared. I'm going to tell you trigger warning already. It is not good. A couple of really horrible cases. Oh, thank you, Birdie. Thank you, girl. And but Remain Calm's got to talk about it. So, like I said, if you're easily triggered, my next live, you may, want to come back another time because it's not good. So I appreciate you guys. Please keep Dane in your thoughts and keep his family in your prayers. So it's all right, H. You'll be all right. Please, peace, love, blessings, and prayers for everyone. As Fly says, thank you, Flies. And I will catch you guys later. Have a good day. Go hang out. Do you? And we will do a live where we're just going to have fun. I promise it. That is going to happen really soon. I promise. So peace out, everybody. Here, I'll give you my peace out. Peace out. Every time I do that, I think of Uma Thurman and John Travolta when they're doing the dance. You guys remember that? I can't remember the name of the movie. Anyhow, peace out, everybody. Have a good day, and I will catch you guys here later on.